Bruno, can you share your screen?
Hello. Yes, sure.
Yes,
Hello,
we can.
all.
Perfect. We can hear you and we can see your slide. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Alexandra. As you can see, Brazilians pretty active on MISP, same as it's pretty active on cybercrime as well. No? So that's why we have a community project called OpenCTI.BR here in Brazil. This is our mission is to promote Brazilian cybersecurity through the threat intelligence actions and open and collaborative way. And we are doing that because we believe that cybersecurity awareness should be to everybody, right? Big companies, small companies, and even end users. So we are fighting our own way for digital cybercrime, safe use of technology, awareness, and etc. So, in the blueprint of that perspective, we have a honeynet from multiple sensors collecting a lot of threat data like bots, threat actors, malwares, and samples being submitted to our honeypot manager, as we can say. And all of that is integrated to like a platform, a stack of platform, when we have MISP in the central point of that with sandboxing like Kuku sandboxing. We have threat analytics using Graylog, Elasticsearch instance. And the heart of that is everything on that is plotted on the MISP instance, and that information from MISP, we are publishing some reports to partners like community, universities, and also publishing IOCs in general from GitHub. So we published IOC lists from feeds, exported feeds to GitHub, and companies can use freely to their own CM solution or firewall solution or anything they want. Is a free and community project. So from big numbers about OpenCTI, and actually this month is having his first birthday. It's 1 year project right now. We have more than 20 honeypot guests running all over of some cloud providers, some internal physical sensors deployed, most of them in Brazil region, right? More than 4 gigabytes of thread data processed a day, producing more than 100,000 of MISP events from this time, and more than 300 samples of malware being processed a day, and we are aggregating that and publishing to 26 actually distinct thread feeds from GitHub. So this is what we are doing with MISP in general, is consolidating all of that thread information and giving access to community here in Brazil, to small companies, big companies, enterprises, even small network providers, for instance, so they can protect their end users from any threat. And if you want to know a little bit more about OpenCTI.BR project, you can go to social networks like LinkedIn, Twitter, GitHub. We do have some public channels like reports. We produce some thread reports, some malware reports on our web page. We have a community Discord channel so we can chat and discuss a little bit about. We have a real-time thread map from our honeynet sensors, the thread feed itself, and a couple of real-time Telegram alert channel, so we can produce a little bit some information what's being seen by our project. And for people that want to support the project, for instance, supporting with multiple sensors, deploying and helping deploying multiple sensors, we give access to the ThreadDB database, the instance MISP itself, the thread data itself, Graylog with a lot of data that can be searched, created reports, dashboards, etc., and access to our sandboxes so people can play a malware and check reports individually of that. So this is a little bit along of the way supported by PulseDive. We are a long time PulseDive being supported by and partners with people from PulseDive, very friendly and supported us on that way. And this is pretty much what we'd like to introduce you to our project and how we're using MISP to that instance. If you have any comments, questions, I'm able to.
Great, it's very interesting. I have some questions, and I'm just wondering, how do you manage the MISP access? Do you use self-registration, or do you have a kind of vetting process to have people joining your community? Or do you deal with that?
The access is only to private ones, right? So for individuals that want to collaborate with the project, we have to know them before they get in touch with the email. So they support with a couple of sensors, or they can inject money resource so we can buy all the stuff to support the infrastructure, right? And after that, we create the access itself to the MISP. And we do have some companies in the MISP, in our organization in MISP, to separate a little bit where is the actual core team, the project core team, and what is supporters team, for instance, what they can see and what they can do in the instance.
Okay, interesting. I have another question regarding the honeypots. You mentioned that you have a honeypot interconnected to your MISP. Can you share some details about your honeypot setups? Are you using, for example, Cori, a honeypot with SSH connector, or do you use something special as custom that you develop?
Sure. We are using the MAGen honeypot manager. I don't know if you know about. And this MAGen honeypot manager, they can handle Cori, they can handle Dionea, they can handle Snort, Suricata in a centralized way. And we developed a couple of bash scripts to keep that everything tight and update, for instance, Suricata rules to all sensors at once, and to collect samples and process those samples automatically to send to Google Sandbox. So we have a huge scripting engineering to tighten everything together.
Oh, that's great. Because I see maybe potential collaboration on another project that we have seen is ACRC. It's beginning, and they have a similar setup for honeypot collection in Africa.